There we go. Hello. It's time for a new video. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. This is yet another Eurovision 2025 related video here on my channel, specifically another Melodifestivalen 2025 related video here on my channel, because right now I am waiting for the results of this year's Melfest to come in, and I am live here on YouTube. I am not expecting anybody to check this video out. But it would be nice, and do feel free to leave comments. I've got the chat loaded up as well. Hello. So do feel free to let me know your thoughts on anything Melfest 2025 related. I wasn't going to go live, but I thought, why not? I'm going to be watching the results live anyway, so here we are. What's happening right now, I'm on the SVT Play website, although there appears to be some slight buffering issues. Nevertheless, it's the interval act at the moment, so this gives me some time to talk a little bit about this year's competition. We've got the grand final, or rather I'm already rambling big time. This is the problem with live videos. I've got my prediction in front of me. Now, if you saw my Melfest 2025 discussion video yesterday, you may well have heard me at the end of that video go through my prediction. However, that prediction was made before we found out the international juries involved in tonight's voting. So, when those juries were announced yesterday evening, I updated this prediction. I'll go through it for you now. Feel free to let me know your own thoughts on the results or your predictions or whatever in the chat as we go along. I've got Saga Ludvigsson in last place with 15 points. Maja Ivarsson 11th with 21. Dolly Style 10th with 30. John Lundvik 9th with 44. Annika Vicky Helder 8th with 46. Scarlett 7th with 53, Erik Segstedt 6th with 62, Meira Omar 5th with 75, Greshula 4th with 116, Clara 3rd with 141, Mons 2nd with 162, and Kai 1st on 163. And I am telling you now, I did not alter these results to deliberately make it close. It really did just pan out that way. I am expecting Mons to win the international jury vote fairly comfortably, nothing less than an 8 from any of the juries involved, and I am expecting Kai to win the public vote. I've not been... thank you very much for the comments. Love your content. Thank you. Everybody, but not Mons, please. It's clear Mons is going to win. It really is very, very interesting, this. If you go into this expecting disappointment, you won't be disappointed. That's the way I feel with all national finals, especially this particular season. I've made it clear on my channel that I haven't really loved this Eurovision season. There are so few songs that I've really been listening to a lot, gravitating towards in my own time. And of course, it's nearly over. Tonight, we've also got San Marino picking their entry. I've not been following that at all, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure many people do. And of course, Portugal are picking their entry as well. And we should get the result of the FDC final at about midnight. Right now here in England, it is 8:37 p.m. Are we getting any results in? I've no idea. Oh, yes, Lithuania. Kai have 4. Oh, dear, that's not a good start. But Mons only has 7. John Lundvik gets 8 from the Lithuanian jury. This is an interesting start. They do rattle through it with Melfest, I have to say. There's no real messing about. 10 points to Dolly Style from Lithuania. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. And 12 points, I assume, to Annika Vicky Helder. That is an utterly bizarre start to the jury voting. I think we can all agree. Annika Vicky Helder gets the 12 from Lithuania. How very bizarre. How bizarre. It's not going to be a clean sweep of 12s for Mons or Kai, that's for sure. Goodness gracious me, what a start. Okay, next up is Italy. 5 to Annika Vicky Helder, 6 to Mons. Will Italy love a bit of sauna? Is the question. That's quite the necklace, or whatever it is that she's got on. Looks like a piece of pasta around her neck. Greshula has 8 points from the Italian jury. Wow, Dolly Style are having a madness here. 10 points. Is it going to be Barabarabastu? Yes, it is. Kai get 12, and that moves them into third place, but it is Dolly Style with the early lead. Holy smokes. So I'm not getting too distracted as I talk to you. But what an interesting start. What an interesting start. Next is Switzerland. Kai get 5 from the Swiss jury. Clara is not doing well. She's not doing well. Poor start. Yeah, yeah. Don't trust the Italian jury. Wow, John Lundvik is doing very well. Think he might come crashing back down to earth with the Swedish public, though. Wow, Saga Ludvigsson gets 10 from the Swiss jury. And if Mons gets 12, he goes first. Hmm. So Mons moves into first place by a point, but it's very, very close. Kai are fourth as it stands, and they really do need to finish in the top 3 to stand any chance of success, I would say. Ireland, 7 to Mons, 6 to Dolly Style, who are doing incredibly well in the jury vote. Did not expect this with Yeehaw. 8 points to Show Me What Love Is. Not surprising. The Irish would love a song like that. Hush Hush gets 10 from the Irish jury. It's going to be Barra Badabastu. It is 12 points, as I predicted, from the Irish jury go to Kai. They lead by a point. Oh, it's close, dear viewers. Let me know what you think about this. Dear me. France are voting now. John Lundvik is doing very well. I mean, that is a pure jury bait track, if you ask me. French jury. 8 points go to Clara Hammerström. That looked like Cassiopeia sitting on the left there. I think she's a songwriter. 10 points from the French jury go to Kai. Yes, France. You can tell Mons really wants to win here. 12 points go to Mons from France. Norway next. It's very close. Very close. I think John Lundvik is doing quite a bit better than expected. Clara Hammerström is well out of it. Well out of it. He's dressed up for the occasion. 8 points to Clara from Norway. 10 points to Mons from Norway. Now, is it going to be Kai? And Norway gives the 12 points to Kai. There is 1 point in it. It very much is a two-horse race. Didn't expect Kai to get this much jury love. Well, I was very much on the fence with it. Very much on the fence with it. Okay, Greece next. Maya Ivarshon is last with 2 points, which is a shame, but not a surprise. Let's crack open the drink. Look at those jewels. 8 points to Yeehaw. Well, I agree with William Lee Adams. Incredible night for Dolly Style. 10 points to Mons. Will it be Kai? I think she did the allocation draw a few years ago. "12 points to Kai from Greece. They lead by 3 in a very tight race for the top. Dolly Style getting this much, yeah, I'm really quite surprised, but the performance was solid, you know. Oh no, only 7 to Barabarabastu from Serbia. This is Prince, their representative this year. Oh, the connection's lost with Serbia. Oh, so we're not going to see Prince. Sweet and Psycho gets 8 from the Serbian jury. Okay. Greshula gets the 10. It's going to be Mons getting the 12 from Serbia, so he'll move back in front. Yeah. He's smiling away, but I bet inside he's like, God, I want to win this. Oh, the international jury's over and done with. That was quick. Whoa, 2 points in it then, everybody. 2 points in it. Now, what did I predict? 76, 74. I predicted 76 for Mons Zelmerlov. So I am bang on with the jury. Oh, no, I didn't. My mistake. I predicted 76 from the Swedish public. I predicted 86 for Mons Zelmerlov from the international juries, 73 from the international juries for Kai. Apologies. For some reason, we have another recap. Don't know why. I'll turn this down. Feel free to get your comments in. Come on, Kai, Greshula, or Dolly are much better than Mons. Yeah, I mean, I think Mons is my 5th or 6th favourite of this national final, which is not bad. I've said it before. I said it in my video yesterday. I don't mind him, and I certainly don't mind the song. He's a great performer. He's a showman figure. He clearly is in it to win it. But I just think it's better for Melfest if we have a brand new act on the scene winning, something in the Swedish language. This song already has enormous appeal. #1 in Finland already, #1 in Sweden, 3 million plus views on the internet. And we know that Mons, if he goes to Eurovision, he will challenge for the win. There's no doubt about it. But I think Kai would as well. I really do. So I think Sweden are going to do perfectly all right, whoever they send. It'll be interesting to see how well Dolly Style do in the Swedish public vote. I mean, is that really going to finish in the top 3? That would be seriously impressive. They've got a lot of fans, a lot of young fans. That's the thing. And the age range voting does include specifically young individuals. There's a specific vote for them. So I expect Dolly Style to do very well there. Anyway, we're getting down to the wire now. It is very tense. I do feel a little bit sorry for Mons, because if he wins this, I think, certainly not from me, I want to make that very clear, but I think from a lot of people, there's going to be a lot of backlash towards him. I think there's going to be a lot of disappointment. I think as well, there's going to be a lot of smugness from fans of Revolution, which is fine. I get it. You want your favourites to win. You want your favourites to succeed. It really feels like a bit of a turning point for Melfest. I know that's a big thing to say, but it really does feel that way in a sense, because should Kai win, and I am expecting them to win the public vote, it's a triumph for a new act. It's a triumph for the Swedish language. And I think it would be absolutely terrific. Mons has been there and done that. And as much as Revolution is a great song, I'm just looking at the recap here. There he is. Paper smacking him in the face every 5 seconds. Yeah, I just think freshness is what we need. You may have answered this already, but do you think Kai can actually win? Yeah, I do. I really do. They're going to have to win the public vote and get nothing less than a 10 in every age range, and the phone vote, which can be different from the app voting, absolutely. And Mons is going to have to get at least an 8 or a 7 with one of the age ranges, possibly the young voters. We'll have to see. I haven't watched the show live. I only started tuning in once all the performances were over, pretty much, so I haven't seen any delays or hiccups. It does sound a little bit quiet, though, through my headphones. I know I've got the volume turned down at the moment, but it did sound a little quiet to me when I first tuned in. Now the hosts are in the green room. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, yeah. I do apologise for rambling, but such is the nature of live videos. I think we've only got about 10 minutes left to go. Feel free to let me know who you think might do the business in San Marino and Portugal this evening. They're coming up shortly. Portugal, I think it's going to be Josh or Fernando. I think Henke is out of it, especially with the jury vote there. And San Marino, I really don't know. But there is that one song that was performed at Sanremo, the Sanremo theme tune. I think that's the hot favourite, so I'm probably going to say that one's going to win. Yeah, that's the one. Tutta l'Italia for San Marino. That's going on at the moment. I've not got a live stream up for that, but San Marino's national final. Bessa for Albania last year, she's involved. I feel like at some point the sound mixing fell apart, such as live television, I guess. There were like 5 or 6 songs where the backing vocals were drowning the main artist. I did watch, because when I tuned into the live stream, I did go back a little bit just to see a few seconds, really, of every performance. And especially towards the end of Greshula's song, it sounded like the backing track was out of time with him. But these are really minor things, I suppose. Tutta l'Italia would most likely qualify. Yeah, I have heard it because it was at Sanremo. The crowd loved it there. So we'll wait and see what happens. It's just a jury vote, I believe, in San Marino. So who knows? Who knows? But I think that probably is the best choice. It's the song that's getting the most attention. I think they're just cracking a few jokes here in the green room. Yes, lovely stuff. I do know a few people in Stockholm for this, in the arena right now. Laura over at Laura Vision is there. Faith, who some of you might know on YouTube and Twitter, she's there. ESC Silver, I think, is there. So a fair few people who I would say are somewhat known in the Eurovision community are present in Sweden for this at the Strawberry Arena. I think we're moments away. Oh, the countdown. Oh, my goodness me, that looked like Bella Ramsey sitting there in the crowd. A younger Bella Ramsey. Dear me. Yes, indeed. Lots of confetti on the floor. Are they going to present the public results from there in the green room? Looks like they might do. But there must be another pause here. They can't be going straight into it. The votes have got to be calculated, have they not? Dear me. Dear me. Oh, we've got a Melfest Hall of Fame thing going on. So this gives me an opportunity to take a look at the comments again. I kind of hate that the voting is still open after the jury has voted. Yeah, that is a bit strange, I suppose. 2025 might resemble 2008 in the sense that the final might last more than 2 hours. You mean the Melfest final? Yes, that's entirely possible. It's been a good few years now that I've been watching the results of Melfest live, and I've made a few videos like this in the past, live or not. But yeah, it's the national final that I suppose I follow the most closely, no doubt about it. I think it's the national final most Eurovision fans follow the most closely. Certainly, it's probably the most spoken about every Eurovision season. I've enjoyed this year's Melfest. I've got to be honest with you. What I'll be doing over the next couple of days is I'll be going through all of the songs one by one, listening to them in full. And I do have a huge spreadsheet, and it ranks. It's my personal ranking of every Melfest of my lifetime, 1993 to the present day. So I will be going through this year's batch, deciding my personal qualifiers and what have you in a little bit more detail, and then determining my personal winner of this year's Melfest, which at the moment is Barabarabastu, and I think that's going to stay the case moving forwards. Should this song win, it probably will be my personal winner of this year's contest, if I'm being honest with you. If it's Revolution, it's going to stay Finland for the time being. Of course, we are getting France soon. We're getting Cyprus soon. How would I rank this year's Melfest overall compared to previous years? Well, let me load it up. I think I've got it here. Just give me a moment. So last year, I would say this year is slightly stronger than last year. 2023 was pretty good for me personally. There were quite a few songs that I really enjoyed. It's interesting to think about which names will be back next year. I mean, I can see Maria Sur trying again, Kiana, Teots, Bishara, who was the runner-up years ago now. I can see him trying again. Maybe Nano, who was the runner-up as well several years ago. I can see him coming back. Oh, this is Medina. They're performing now. Yeah, lovely stuff. UMK is generally solid and has been for several years. Along with Melfest, they are the two most spoken about and most followed national finals, I would say. Along with Sanremo, but strictly speaking, that's not a national final. And actually, I read something earlier today suggesting that Sanremo might not be used moving forwards in terms of going to it to pick a Eurovision artist. They might use another method entirely, which is interesting and perhaps a bit disappointing. What I can tell you as well, whilst this interval goes on and on and on like Clara Hammerstrom, is I won't be reacting to the Israeli song tomorrow. The reason I say that is because I did so last year. I didn't love Hurricane, and I was very unsure about whether to film a reaction for it or not, because I was expecting a lot of political comments to come in and things like that, unrelated to the tune itself. And within an hour of that video going up on my channel last year, there were loads of comments and there was a lot of negativity. And I thought, yeah, I've sort of done the wrong thing here. So I won't be reacting to the Israeli track tomorrow, just to avoid that. I will hear it. Of course, I will have opinions on it, just like everybody else. And I will talk about my thoughts on the song in a future video, I'm sure. And I won't be pretending Israel are not taking part this year. But in terms of a reaction, that won't be happening. And hopefully that's okay with all of you. But I will be reacting to the other songs as and when they surface. There's not many more to go at all. Not many more to go at all. I can't even recall. I mean, there's Georgia. I don't really know what's going on there. Cyprus, I mentioned earlier. What else have we got? I mean, that's going to be about it. That's going to be about it. So we really are coming down to the end of it now, no doubt about it. Yeah, I'm just waiting for, like everybody, I'm waiting for the public results coming in. Oh, really? RAI could pass on the hosting duties. Hmm. Malta. Ah, yes. Well, I'm interested to know people's thoughts on Malta. Um, she was actually on British television, Miriana, last night or the night before. She was on Newsnight, which is this big political show in the evenings here in the UK. And she was talking about it, and my brother was talking about it earlier. I mean, it was always going to run into trouble. And there's talk about, was it the BBC who complained about it? Possibly, but I'm sure other broadcasters would have an issue with it as well, elsewhere across Europe. I don't know. My understanding is that as soon as the EBU kicked up a fuss, why they apparently accepted the song at first and then didn't, I don't know. I think it was because of this complaint. But my understanding is that Malta only have about 48 hours to sort this out. So either she's going to sing the song and not say that word, a bit like Chitizeni, who obviously omitted one word from the start of Eat Your Salad the other year, or she's going to have to get a new song. But that's a very last minute thing. That's not great for them at all. Oh, the public votes are coming in. So hold on. Hold on, everybody. Here we go. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. I am expecting this to be Mons, but I am very much believing Kai could do it. I'm sure people who are quick at maths will be able to work out how many points are left here and there. Maya Ivarshon is up first. I don't see this being a big score, possibly single digits, but you never, never know. It really is a big moment, I think, for Melfest. Are we going to have what feels like more of the same, or are we going to have something just a little bit different for a change? Maya Ivarshon, there she is. Great singer, great performer. Like the song, but it was never really going to get the love, I suppose, from the international juries. 30 points. Wow, that's not bad at all, is it? But she probably is going to finish last. 32 in total for Kamikaze Life. How many did I predict? I predicted 21, so I was off by a few. Only 10 for Saga. She finishes on 27. I predicted 15. Erik Segerstedt, 27. He finishes on 51. I predicted 62. Meira Omar, this could be very big. 24. That's not nearly as big as I thought. She finishes on 50. I predicted 75, so a little bit off there. Scarlett, 33. Pretty good. They're on 64. I predicted 53 for them. Clara Hammerstrom, well, this could be 60 plus, or is it going to be a flop? Is she going to ever come back? 43, 77 points puts her first by a point. I predicted 141 for her, so nowhere near. Annika Vicky Halder, she'll be back again before you know it. 18. Oh, that's a shame. 54 for Annika Vicky Halder. I predicted 46. Greshula is next. Oh, it's getting nervy now, isn't it? 56 is very good. He finishes on 103. I predicted 116. So I'm not a million miles away with that one. Dolly Style, well, 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 well. Well, well, well. This could be a turn up for the books, couldn't it? Oh, 27. Still very, very good. They finish on 75. I predicted 30. John Lundvik. Can't imagine this is going to be that big. 25. He finishes on 74. I predicted 44. So we are down to the absolute wire. KO is there holding the Melfest trophy, which Mons, of course, has already lifted. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. She's cleared off. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Either way, Sweden are going to do very well this year, if not win. Greshula in his white suit. He was wearing black for his first performance. It means Mons again. Does it? Have you worked out the maths? It's going right down to the very, very wire. Oh, it's Kai. It's Kai first. It's Kai first. Well, this needs to be, it needs to be 90 at the very least. Because if it's not, it's all over. And it's 90, bang on 90, 164. I predicted 90 from the Swedish public, got that absolutely spot on. Oh my God, it's Kai. Have you worked out the maths? 90, that's damn huge. That's at least 10 from every jury, surely. Every Swedish age range voting jury, that is, if you see what I mean. Is it Kai? Max points in Telly is 96. Okay. She's just said, I wasn't listening. She said how many points he needs. Historical moment. It feels like it, doesn't it? He's very nervous. He's clearly nervous. This is it. They've done it. They've done it. Yes. Yes. What a moment. Mm. It is one of the great national final results I have ever seen in 20 plus years of watching Eurovision. It's three Finns singing in Swedish. Ah! Fair play. 81 for Mons. I predicted 76 for him from the Swedish public. This is a big moment. This is a big moment. There are a lot of somewhat jokey entries in this. Well, I say jokey. There's a lot of up-tempo, very expressive, somewhat cheeky songs in this year's contest. They might all cancel each other out. Um, what a moment, eh? What a moment for Melfest. And they didn't even win their heat. Look at that. 157 for Mons, 164 for Kai. And Greshula finishes third, Clara finishes fourth, Dolly Styler fifth. So Clara did well to recover. Well, well, well. I'll tell you something. I think Mons will come back. Yeah, it was quite close. It was quite close. 9 points. 81 to Mons, 90 to Kai. Wow. Wow. And it's not in English. That's the other really wonderful thing about this. Even Jon Henrik Fjallgren couldn't win Melfest with a song in Swedish, which says a lot. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yes, yes. Oh, now, of course, we have to be accepting of what's happened here, and to fans of Revolution, and that is not a bad song, not a bad performance at all. You know, fair play to Mons, he gave it everything. Hey! It's a very popular winner. I think it's the right winner. I mean, that song, even for Sweden, 3 million views in the space of about 2 weeks is so impressive. Um, yeah, Mons was too strong in 2015, but not this time. But his record at Melfest is very impressive. You know, Karamia was third, Heroes won, Hope and Glory in between those two. That was third or fourth, I think. That was actually a little bit of a flop in the public vote, if I remember. And then, obviously, this year, Revolution. Anyway, I'm going to obviously clear off now because the show is over and done with. Thank you to those of you who did tune in. Thank you for the comments. This stream will stay up online if anybody wants to check it out. Very, very messy, but such is the nature of live videos. Usually it's only Eurovision itself when the results come in for the final that I'm doing. Well, that's not even live, is it? That's a sort of pre-recorded thing. You know what I'm on about. Anyway, time for me to shut up. Thank you very much for watching, and roll on the other national final results that we're getting this evening. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Of course, stay safe, and bye for now. See you soon. Oh, there we go.